The rise of powerful international drug cartels has sparked a fierce debate in American politics. These organizations smuggle deadly substances like fentanyl into the U.S., fueling an overdose crisis. Some leaders now argue for direct U.S. military action against cartels abroad, treating them as terrorist threats. Supporters say law enforcement alone can't stop these violent groups, and that military force is needed to protect Americans. Critics warn this approach risks killing suspects without trial, violating due process and international law. The debate pits national security against legal and moral principles. Recently, Vice President JD Vance and Senator Rand Paul clashed publicly over this issue, exposing deep divisions. Vance pushes for military intervention, Paul insists on upholding constitutional rights. Their dispute has forced a national reckoning. How far should America go to fight the cartels? Vice President JD Vance has become the face of the military-first approach to cartels. He argues cartels are waging war on America and should be met with overwhelming force. After President Trump posted a video of a military strike on cartel members, Vance declared, "Killing cartel members who poison our citizens is the highest and best use of our military." For Vance, legal niceties are secondary to saving American lives. He dismisses concerns about legality, saying the cartels have forfeited their rights by killing thousands. Vance's stance echoes the Trump doctrine: prioritize American safety, even if it means bypassing traditional legal processes. He believes military strikes are the only way to dismantle cartel leadership and infrastructure. Supporters see this as a necessary escalation in a war the cartels have already started. For Vance, it's not about abandoning the rule of law, it's about recognizing a new kind of enemy. Senator Rand Paul fiercely opposes using the military to kill suspected cartel members without trial. He insists that due process is a non-negotiable American value, even for the worst criminals. Paul called Vance's stance despicable, warning that acting as judge, jury, and executioner erodes the foundation of justice. He fears this precedent could justify targeting other groups, or even Americans, without trial. Paul argues the answer is stronger law enforcement and international cooperation, not military strikes. He points out the danger of blurring lines between war and criminal justice. Critics accuse Paul of hypocrisy, but his core message is clear: America must not abandon its legal principles. The debate highlights the tension between security and civil liberties. The Vance-Paul clash quickly drew sharp responses from across the political spectrum. Senator Bernie Moreno backed Vance, arguing the government's duty is to protect Americans, not foreign criminals. President Trump and Senator Marco Rubio have long advocated for military action, with Rubio saying, "Blow them up if that's what it takes." Some Democrats, like Senator John Fetterman, have also voiced support for using the military against cartels. The debate isn't strictly partisan, it's about tactics and principles. National security hawks want decisive military action. Constitutional conservatives warn against government overreach. The fight over how to handle cartels exposes a deep rift in American politics. There's no easy consensus on balancing security with the rule of law. The stakes are high as communities continue to suffer from the drug crisis. At the heart of the debate is a fundamental question: can America fight cartels like an enemy army, or must it uphold legal standards even in crisis? Vance's supporters see cartel violence as an act of war, justifying military force. Paul and his allies warn that bypassing due process risks innocent lives and undermines American values. Proponents of strikes argue they could cripple cartel operations quickly. Opponents counter that such tactics blur the line between war and law enforcement, raising moral and legal dangers. The nation faces a deadly crisis, but the path forward is fraught with hard choices. Should America sacrifice legal principles for security, or hold fast to the rule of law? The answer will shape the country's identity in the fight against transnational crime.